everyone, and welcome to my channel. If you are here, you probably already know what Notion is, or you're like me and have been binging Notion videos. Ever since I downloaded this app in early January, I have been obsessed. It has literally changed my life and I have been using it every single day. I know I'm late to the Notion train, but I have been watching so many Notion tours and I'm just so fascinated at seeing how people work and how they use Notion for productivity. So I thought it'd be fun to film and share how I use Notion. If you don't know what Notion is, it's basically an all-in-one productivity app, a hybrid of notes, Excel, calendar, and more. The possibilities are endless, and there are tons and tons of videos on Notion with free templates and tutorials on how to use Notion. I have to give an honorable mention to Kanemitsu. Not sure how you pronounce her last name. She has an amazing video on her Notion, which I will link below. And in her video, there's a link where you can download her template, and it's exactly what I did. I've taken her template and adjusted it to my lifestyle and my aesthetic. So today I will be taking you through my Notion. So this is my Notion homepage, and as my partner likes to point out, it doesn't have much color except for green and gray, which are my favorite colors. Notion is just really nice to have everything in one place, or I can easily update something because I'm always on my laptop anyway. I find Michelle's layout pretty intuitive and pretty easy to use. All the aspects of your life are just in little sections, and for me, since I'm a very visual person, this is very, very nice to look at, and I just love this aesthetic. And on the right, I have a weather widget, and there are tons of tutorials on how to do this in Notion, and it's super easy. It's actually a custom colorway that I've created in Adobe Color. I think Notion is pretty beginner friendly because you don't have to customize every single page. Notion has templates for you to take and use and structure it to however you like. So starting off with the daily section, I have my habit tracker. I have a few goals at the top that I like to strive for every day, such as waking up at 8, which is the earliest I can wake up, I swear. And I like to look back at the end of the week to see how I've been keeping with my goals and habits, and it's just like a nice overall view. It's actually motivating because it's so satisfying checking off these boxes. Next is fitness tracker. I want to be in the best shape of my life this year, so I made this to keep myself accountable. I have my fitness goals at the top to motivate me. To be honest, every day is a struggle, but I'm getting better a little bit every week. That's the goal, I feel, is to make it fun and enjoyable and not have to like stress myself out to work out if I'm not feeling it that day, you know? I have a before and after section here with my goal stats and some progress photos at the bottom, which we can just skip. I've created a weekly workout log, so at the end of every week, I come in here and fill this out. If I was active, if I was lightly active, I will put that here, how long I've worked out for, etc., etc. My meal planning tab is probably my favorite thing that I've created on Notion. At some point I was thinking I could like print out recipes and create a recipe binder. It just takes up space and wasted paper. So this meal planning system that I've created for myself just comes in so handy like every single week. I've basically created a library of all the meals I've ever made that I really liked. At the top here, I've organized these meals by prep time, lifespan, and cost. If I'm meal planning for the week, it's really great to like quickly see at a glance the prep time, the lifespan it has in the fridge, and like a general cost. I love this for budgeting as well as meal planning. All the way to the right here, I have a checkbox property. If I check off this box, as I've done for a few meals here, and I go to the views and I click the drop down and I click this week's meal prep, it will just show me everything that I want to make this week. And this is so handy. Have you ever had just like so many tabs open, or cooking magazines or cooking books open, and you're just trying to keep everything together? If I'm at the grocery store, I could just go into my phone, click this tab, click the recipe link, and just buy everything like on that recipe. If you're done making the meal, you can just uncheck this box and it disappears. Every single week, I just get so excited to do this. I don't know why, it just like gives me so much joy. And to keep everything digital and easily accessible, I just make my groceries list in my reminders app, which is also on your phone. My daily section, I also have a dream log for when I remember my dreams. I'm not gonna get into that because it's a little personal. On the right side, I have a general reminders list, just for when I don't wanna forget to do something. Jumping to my finance tab, the first thing I have is my budget tracker. So this year, I really want to get hold of my finances and be financially free by the end of 2022. So I found this photo on Google and it just really resonated with me because it's everything that I want to do to reach financial freedom. So it's a nice little reminder at the top. I like to keep my budget tracker in the calendar view because I can easily see like what bill is due, on what day, and when I get paid. I also have it in a default view where it's in a very standard accounting's debit and credit layout. So I have the name, the due date, debit column, credit column, and the type property here, which I can go into and change the category of the expense. So yeah, I just like to keep my budget tracker updated every month and my finances organized, which your girl needs it. Another game changer is I've created myself a wish list because I just want everything all the time. Retail therapy is everything to me. 100% blame social media for brainwashing me into thinking I need all these things. But yeah, I do need it. So if you also have a spending problem, I highly recommend making a wish list. Granted, not everything here is a necessity, but that's for me and my budget to decide. So again, I think this is one of the reasons that Notion is just incredible. Their customizable drop-down menu. And as you can see, I have it all throughout my Notion. I've organized my wish list in a couple of ways. We have type and then we have priority. On type, I have organized it by health, home decor, kitchen, beauty, electronics. If it's in the wrong section, you can just click this and drag it to whatever section you like. I like to keep my wish list in priority so I can remind myself what is important and what is not. I have low priority here, which is in red, indicating that I cannot buy this right now. And high priority, which is in green, which gives me the green light to incorporate this in my budget. Say I want this floor mirror by the end of March, I can click on it and see how much it will cost me, where I can buy it, and when I want to buy it. So I don't have a date on here now, but if I wanted to, let's say end of March. Boom. Once I've purchased it, I can click this checkbox here that indicates that it's purchased. This year, I also want to take social media a little bit more seriously, so I have a content planner tab. Right when I open it, there's a calendar view that tells me like what I am filming for that day. And so today, for example, I am filming my Notion tour. I have a project tracker here, which lists all the videos that I want to make, the status, and what platform it's on, and what kind of video or content it would be. This is just really helpful for me to keep organized and keep me sane. Another goal I have for myself this year is to read more. So I have a reading list here. I used to screenshot books that I want to read and it would just be in all random places in my phone. So I've taken the time to go through my images and my saved lists to consolidate all of the books that I want to read into one place. I obviously haven't started, but I will soon. I've kept the journal and monthly reflection tab from Michelle's template just in case I want to go in and do some journaling and reflecting. But it's empty right now, so I'm not gonna open it. I did create a tattoos page because I want to finish a sleeve this year. It's in a gallery view so I can easily see what ideas I have and what to keep in mind when I go and get my next tattoo. 2022 goals. My goals tab is a little wild. I just grabbed images from Instagram that inspired me. I just have a good feeling about this year. I've always been a people pleaser and really don't want to be that anymore. I just list my goals in the same format as Michelle's template. I like to come here occasionally to remind myself like what I want in my life, and overall just to realign myself with my vision. At the bottom, I have a year at a glance, which is basically like a goals action item list. So at the beginning of every month, whenever I remember, go in here and look at all of my goals and think, how can I get to this point? And this keeps me accountable and is honestly a habit that I'm trying to get really strict about with myself. And if something doesn't get done, I'm not going to punish myself over it. I'm just going to move it to the next month and be more diligent about it. And lastly, I have my affirmations tab for when I'm feeling down. And it's just a reminder that you're a bad bitch and you need to stop being negative. Like, pull yourself together. So that is the end of my Notion tour. I've had so much fun creating this for myself, and I just love watching other people's Notion tours and really figuring out what systems worked well for me. So I hope this inspires you, and let me know in the comments if this has helped you in any way. And if you got to the end, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more.